Thank you for joining us today for our Anjal Techstars Founder Catalyst Ignite Showcase. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for you to learn more about our innovative Ignite startups and what they're doing in the early childhood development space. Just to give you a bit of context on how you can expect the events to progress, we're going to kick off with an intro about Techstars, what we do and our results, and then you get to hear from our partners, the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority. Straight away, we will go into the pitches where you get to listen to our awesome founders, and then you will learn more about Kindello, our alumni startup from the previous Ignite cohort, who successfully transitioned into the launch cohort of the program, where there is a funding and localization element in Abu Dhabi. And once the pitches are done, we would have a QR code with the information of our startups so you can connect with them. And I think we would be able to call it a day. So keep watching and enjoy all the interesting sessions to come.
This is a moment of unprecedented challenge. A moment that demands new ideas, new approaches, entirely new ways of thinking about the way we live and work and relate to each other. How we relate to the world and worlds beyond. What we need more than ever are entrepreneurs, from Birmingham to Bangalore and everywhere in between. This idea that you need to be in this or that place, have a PhD or be a coding genius, forget it. If you have an idea, a passion, grit and determination, an unyielding belief in what's possible, now is your time. And this is why we exist. To put founders first. To mentor them, connect them, inspire them. To give them everything they need to succeed. Not just because we love it, but because the world needs it. More than ever.
So a little bit more about us at Techstars. Techstars is currently the world's most active pre-seed investor, having invested in over 500 startups in the year 2023 alone. And this is a position we have managed to retain for 2 years in a row. At Techstars, we are strongly entrepreneur-driven and focused. We honestly believe in the potential of entrepreneurs to change the world. We also know that for this to happen, we have to foster an ecosystem of collaboration where everyone has an opportunity to contribute to the growth of startups. We do not believe ideas are localized. We believe they can come from anywhere in the world. And that's why we actively run our programs across nationalities and across cultures, basically to create that inclusive environment where everyone anywhere can contribute to the ecosystem. And in addition to our accelerator programs, we also run ecosystem development programs like Startup Weekends, Founder Catalysts. These programs are geared at shifting the needle forward, feeding the ecosystem, and actively strengthening that collaborative spirit that helps entrepreneurs thrive and grow. In terms of our numbers, we're doing pretty good so far, I must say. Up till date, we've had over 3,800 startups graduate from our accelerator programs. We're currently running 53 accelerator programs across the globe. And in addition to this, we also have several ecosystem development programs, startup weekends, founder catalysts all over the globe as well. We've had over 300 corporate partners, and what that means for our programs and our startups is that there are a lot of mentors, like a huge pool of mentors in the Techstars network who are available to help them grow, help them thrive through a give first approach. Most of our mentors have a give first approach towards supporting founders and our Techstars programs are largely mentorship driven and focused. For the Angel Z program, I've been privileged to work alongside the amazing Zoe Evans, who happens to be the program manager for the program and the cohort. Unfortunately, she can't be with us today, but she sends all her regards and her love to the startups and to everyone who's joining us. This program and this cohort would also not be possible without the support of our partners, the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority. We are grateful to Dr. Youssef, to Tara, to Sheikha, to Mariam from the ECA, who are actively pulling the strings to ensure that the program is successful in all ramifications. I will let Sheikha from the ECA tell you more about our partners, the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority, and more about the Angel Z program.
Hi everyone, my name is Sheikha from the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the ECA and then more specifically about our program Anjal Z. So the ECA is a government entity that focuses on holistic early childhood development with 4 main pillars of focus, which are early care and education, family support, child protection, and health and nutrition. So Anjal Z is a flagship program that we run as part of the innovation team at the ECA. And what we do is we aim to localize startups in the field of early childhood development to Abu Dhabi and the UAE with 3 main pillars of support, which, like I mentioned, localization as well as mentorship and funding. So more recently, we've introduced a non-funded track to the program known as the Ignite track for those earlier stage startups that are hoping to receive the same quality of mentorship and localization tips that we would typically give to the more growth stage startups. The Ignite track is a great learning and growth opportunity, as well as direct access to the best network of mentors from Techstars. It's also a potential pipeline for those of you hoping to join the funded track, which is the launch track of Anjal Z. And that's it. We hope you stay tuned and enjoy the pitches today. Thank you very much.
Six-year-old children are self-harming. Just think about that for a minute. As a mother of a 6-year-old, this is deeply saddening. But what is worse is it doesn't have to be this way. Right now, we are facing a significant mental health crisis, with 1 in 5 children aged 5 and upwards having a mental health issue. And globally, over 250 million children are struggling, with the economic cost of neglecting children's mental health estimated at $387 billion annually. These kids are like any other kids, just trying to deal with big feelings in a scary world, but they don't have the tools they need to navigate it. Why? Because the adults around them, including their parents, don't know how to help. Parents aren't mental health experts, and seeking professional help is costly and time-consuming. They often don't know what to do or what to say to make things better. And many parents are wrestling with their own mental health challenges, such as anxiety, postnatal depression, or sheer overwhelm. Studies show that the single most important thing for a child's mental health is the quality of the relationship with their parents. And yet today's parents find it exceptionally challenging to provide that support, with over 82% reporting being burnt out. Enter Baboo. We're here to break the cycle and offer support to parents and children during those crucial early years. Our focus is on stopping problems before they get worse and stepping in early to help when they do. Our app is a game changer for new parents. It is the only one designed to assist the entire family from conception. It provides a powerful combination of high-quality targeted information, daily play ideas, and essential support. Hi, I'm Charlie, co-founder and CEO of Baboo. Why are we so passionate and what makes us the right team to drive this forward? Well, every member of our founding team has personal experiences with the challenges of poor mental health. We've encountered these issues ourselves as parents, with our own children, and within our close family circles. But it goes beyond personal experience. We also have decades of expertise in early childhood education, and we've witnessed this trend firsthand. Over the past year, we've engaged extensively with parents to ensure we deliver real value. We've earned recognition through awards and accelerators, including being named in one of the top 50 impact companies in the UK. And we've established strong partnerships and a sales pipeline ready for our iOS and Android release. In just a matter of weeks, we'll be launching a category-defining product which sits in a high-growth sector forecast to reach $26 billion by 2027. So my message today is simple. We have a big and urgent problem and we can't ignore it anymore. Our solution with Baboo is well-researched and has the potential to scale. Driven by a small but passionate team, we are set to have incredible impact and deliver substantial returns for our investors. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Hi, my name is Biobale, the co-founder and CEO of Earlybean, where we are making every kid money smart through abstract, experiential, and game-based learning. Meet Sam, who never learned about money growing up. At 25, he suffers a recession-induced job loss and can barely meet his needs. His financial ignorance pushes him to make risky decisions like gambling, fraud, or accepting high-interest loans he can't pay back. Like Sam, 67% of adults worldwide are financially illiterate. These adults often pass on their poor financial habits and limited knowledge to their children, who then grow up to do the same with their own kids, creating a cycle of financial vulnerability across generations. Most brands focus on solutions for adults, i.e. when Sam is 18 and above, but we believe a more sustainable approach is to start from the grassroots through financial literacy for kids. So we built Earlybean, a learning-focused finance app for kids and teens. We help them learn smart money skills through hands-on money management, interactive courses, quizzes, and games, while providing parents and guardians with tools to guide and monitor their children's financial journey. So far, we have 1,900 signups, over 30% monthly active users, and a 3-month user retention rate of 75%. Our courses have been streamed for over 35,000 minutes, with an average completion rate of 33%. We've educated over 1,500 kids and have collaborated with more than 20 institutions. Till date, our market approach has been B2C, through word of mouth, community building, and online marketing. Going forward, we've adopted a B2B2C approach, distributing through schools, communities, and employers. We earn money from content subscriptions and interest income on deposits. We gain an average of 14.5% per annum on user deposits. For subscriptions, we charge $14.99 biannually, $19.99 yearly for the B2C model, and $17.99 annually for the B2B2C model, which is discounted as the business adds more beneficiaries. The K-12 online learning market is currently valued at $720 billion, but we're starting off by focusing on the 35 million kids and teens in Nigeria who have access to a device and internet at home. The most used alternatives are physical piggy banks, cash, and the bank of mom and dad. There are also a number of challenger brands in the space, but unlike these alternatives, we combine an engaging mix of educational content, games, and practical learning for kids. Across our team, we have expertise in strategy, product, tech, and finance, and have worked on edtech and fintech platforms. Now, thanks to Earlybean, Sam and parents worldwide can have peace of mind knowing that they will break their family's financial illiteracy cycle. If you'd like to join us on this journey, please contact us using the information on the screen. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Zuma, and I'm the co-founder of Elgo, an AI-powered well-being platform for K-12 schools in the MENA region. The problem that we're addressing is the escalating youth mental health crisis, where for any given classroom of 20 students, you can expect that at least 6 will be struggling with mental health challenges, whereas only 1 will have access to mental health support. This is especially challenging because there's only 1 school counselor for every 800 students, which makes it hard for students that do need that support to get FaceTime with them. That's where Elgo comes in. Our platform provides 2 main modes of use: class-based and self-paced learning. For our class-based sessions, we provide teachers with over 22 pre-made lesson plans, all of which are evidence-based, culturally compatible, and aligned with regional and international educational frameworks. Our self-paced learning modality is really about being students' companions throughout any challenges that they might be facing. This is achieved through our AI tech, which enables individualized learning pathways, all of which is curated towards specific needs, as well as our guided interactive journaling, which supports students throughout any issues that they might be having. Our business model is B2B, where we partner with schools and charge an annual subscription priced per student at $27 a year. We also have a 20% revenue sharing model with them, given the for-profit nature of the education market in the MENA region. We'll first be starting with our obtainable market in the MENA region before going and expanding to Asia, and then eventually globally at scale. What really differentiates us from our competition is that we are culturally compatible and have multilingual support, which is especially important given that this is not present in the market at the moment. We also have specific reporting and analytics, which is curated towards the different MENA educational frameworks, and have our AI tech, which enables personalization for each student. So far, we've achieved clinical significance by working with 12,000 students in 32 different schools and have seen a 30% increase in the average student well-being, as shown by the WHO5 Global Wellbeing Index. So far, we launched our MVP in the last 2 weeks and have seen growing interest, where we expect to scale progressively over the next few years. Our team is comprised of 4 different members, all of which have experience in B2B SaaS building, as well as AI for mental health, edtech sales, psychology, and tech.
Did you know that our early childhood experiences can change the world? These moments of connection between parents and their kids laid the foundation between our learning, health, and happiness, which now are becoming far and few. Nearly half of children 8 and under have their own device. Passive screen time at a young age can lead to development issues, social skills deficit, emotional challenges, behavioral problems, mental health, and addiction later in life. This is the reason why the kids of big tech giants are not using social media. There are 140 million parents globally that are struggling, especially now with the cost of living crisis and increasing childcare costs, leading to poor quality early childhood development. Put it simply, parents are in crisis. This is the reason why we created One Learning, the playful learning app for parents and kids, making quality family time effortless and offering practical, real-world educational activities, supporting children to develop those beautiful essential skills like social-emotional intelligence, problem-solving, creativity, imagination that will last for a lifetime. Let's see how this works. Imagine Anna and her 2 little boys. She comes home from work, and as soon as she opens the door, the little ones can't wait to spend quality time with their mom. Before dinner, Anna uses our app, and by leveraging our cutting-edge AI, she's able to easily find activity based on location, time, and materials she has available, and her kids' curiosity in less than 5 seconds. Shh, don't tell the kids, this is the parent's superpower. This is a huge opportunity to be part of a growing edtech sector with a global market of 489 billion dirhams. Unfortunately, the problem is very real and the world needs a solution like ours. According to a recent UNICEF study, 175 million, that's half of preschool kids globally, still don't have access to learning opportunities today. So we've made it our mission to change this. We've worked with parents, teachers, kids, educational experts to create this solution, successfully applied and got a government grant to build a prototype, then won a first prize in an acceleration program to build the MVP, which we're now testing with 532 beautiful families and reached 22K followers on social media with 0 marketing budget. Due to the economies of scale, we can offer the quality content at a subscription fee as low as 55 dirhams per month for the whole family. We are a passionate and purpose-driven team, each coming with their own expertise and complementary skills. We play at the intersection of business, education, marketing, and technology. We are looking for partners in UAE to localize the content and make one learning accessible all over the world. Join us in our journey to making quality family time effortless and fun.
Hi, I'm Leandro from Wonderly. This is a huge mismatch that we find in digital skills education today. And it is a significant challenge to teach 1 billion students worldwide because we would need over 10 million instructors and we only have less than 100,000. So we need a solution that is high quality, low cost, and scalable. Welcome to Wonderly, the joy of learning technology. Here's how it works. Students choose their language. They start watching videos created in our own Pixar-style animation studio. They code, and they see the results of their efforts in our unique coding learning management system. We have created over 1 year of educational content for elementary, middle, and high school, including the first program of artificial intelligence for high school students and teachers. There are other coding platforms for students ages 6 to 18, but all of them are in English. There are over 1 billion students in the world without a solution for them, and it is a huge opportunity. We launched in Mexico and Italy, and we're going to be entering Spain, the UAE, the US, and Brazil soon. Over 70 schools have implemented pilots with us, and we booked our first revenue in Q4 of 2023. This model is B2B subscription with a freemium plan for 2 weeks, and schools pay $24 per student per year. We're looking to count as partners as some of the world's best organizations to accelerate edtech companies like us. And I am the leader of the team. I'm a hybrid between an entrepreneur and an educator, having launched successful, profitable companies in the US with an exit and educational institutions in Miami, Florida. And I welcome all of you to partner with us to accelerate our growth and reimagine digital skills education in the Middle East and around the world. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Logan Whitelaw, founder of Kindello from New Zealand. So Candello is like Airbnb or Booking.com for daycares and nurseries. We show parents all their options in one place, filtered by the things that matter to them, and with real reviews from real families. So Candello allows a busy parent to instantly book a tour of any daycare or nursery. So participating in the Ignite cohort was amazing for Candello. And number one, we had really great masterclasses where we really refined what we were doing as a startup and really focused on traction and growth and business fundamentals. I also got to know a bunch of founders from the launch cohort from the previous year as well, which is really valuable for us. So I think the time that we had in the Ignite cohort really allowed us to get the fundamentals of our business super tight and allowed us to make really good traction in our home market. So for Candello, the transition from Ignite into launch has been amazing. So in Ignite, we had the fundamental skills built, and then applying to get into the launch cohort was really us showing that we had taken what we learned, we had got really good traction, and that we were actually ready to go into the launch cohort so we could learn what it takes to start a startup and expand a startup into the Abu Dhabi and wider MENA market. The big benefits for us being up here in market has been seeing the country, seeing the people, talking to potential users, making really good connections, and just really understanding what it takes to launch up here. So it's been so invaluable for us and a hugely positive experience. So for founders looking to transition from Ignite into the launch cohort, my advice would be to really show that you've taken what you learned in the Ignite cohort, that you've got some good traction, but then most importantly that coming up here to Abu Dhabi would yes be a benefit for your startup, but would also be a benefit for Abu Dhabi and the children and the people that your product serves up here. It's not all about what we can take as startups, but it's about how can we fit into this market up here and how can we really provide the benefits of our product and localize in a way that's culturally appropriate and that really provides massive benefits for this area. So it's about showing traction, but then showing what you can do up here for the community.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline, co-founder of Hoopla, an app that makes mental wellness easy for families. Picture a world where every child is happy and connected like in these photos. Unfortunately for many, this vision isn't today's reality. Meet Isla, a 5-year-old living in a disconnected family. She's more familiar with screens than playgrounds and is growing up without essential family connection, resulting in decreased emotional and social development. As Isla grows, so do her challenges, and she faces serious risks of undetected and untreated mental health issues. There's a global crisis with rising rates of mental health issues, especially in younger generations. Even though half of all adult mental health conditions start before the age of 14, there's not enough focus on early intervention. It's time to do something about it, and it starts with parents playing a pivotal role in how technology is integrated into family life. Hoopla is a solution that changes the way families engage. We reimagine technology as a proactive, preventative tool instead of a risk. This shift unlocks new ways to strengthen parent-child connections and instills essential emotional regulation skills. Our family-centric approach and adaptive exercises grow with the family, offering value that extends beyond early childhood and ensures consistent engagement and a wide market appeal. Our multisensory calming tools mimic physical sensory toys, proven to relieve stress and anxiety, and are designed for inclusivity and minimal screen dependency. Since our beta launch, we've achieved over 600 organic users. We won a pitch competition featured on Netflix and was selected for Anjal's Techstars Founder Catalyst program. This month, we're relaunching with subscriptions, delivering new content and features, which will help us reach significant milestones. The market for children's digital health and wellness products is growing rapidly, and by redefining the role of technology in family wellness, we'll be a leader in this space. Initially, we'll start in key regions and expand globally, capturing a larger market by offering different languages and products. Our revenue model is subscription-based with a focus on long-term customer value. We'll utilize targeted marketing strategies and a data-driven approach to ensure a cost-effective customer acquisition and high lifetime value. Our competitors segment their content for adults and children separately, often leading to a disconnect where children prefer games over educational content and parents want to limit screen time. Hoopla bridges this gap, providing a solution that emphasizes family connection and interaction. As co-founders, Hitesh and I bring diverse expertise with backgrounds in marketing, strategy, and technology, and we both have personal experience with mental health affecting our families. We also work with a dedicated network of professionals in education, healthcare, and wellness who develop content and help us reach our goals. Hoopla's vision is simple: to provide children with joy, calm, look like these and not like Isla's. So join us and let's make this vision a reality and redefine mental wellness for families around the world. Thank you.
Hello, my name is JQ Searles, and I am the CEO and founder of Storytaler. In 1993, there was a little boy who loved all things imaginative stories, from Peter Pan to Where the Wild Things Are to Calvin and Hobbes, all things Dr. Seuss, you name it, he loved it. However, within that year, he would have had only a 1.16% chance of finding a story with a character who looked like him. By 2022, that percentage would have only grown to 13%. Thankfully, that young man is standing before you today as a multi-published children's book author, illustrator, as well as startup designer and developer working to increase that gap. Within the $28 billion US publishing industry, children's books are thriving, with 250 million sold in 2022, up from the 233 million sold in 2017. However, within the 250 million sold, only 115 were about minority groups, and only 46 million were written by minority groups. So that means that out of the small percentage that were created, the communities aren't even involved in their creation. That's a huge problem. Enter Storytaler. Storytaler is an AI-powered platform that allows for every child to become the hero of their own story without compromise. That means that any family from any background, any language, and any community can go to Storytaler, select a story type from language learning to bedtime stories to educational. In your language, put in the story that you want, and then talk about the character that you want, from age, race to demographics, learning disabilities, whatever, you name it. And when the story comes out, again, without compromise, it features that child, that story, from image to language to text. Some of our competitors are big. We have traditional publishers who focus still on a large demographic and often forget the same ones that traditional publishing has always forgot. And then you have a lot of startups that work with publishers, again, missing that demographic. Then you have a lot of startups that are using AI as well, but even they are missing that demographic, focusing on the AI cancer of its bias without specifically targeting diversity. And that's where we stand in. Again, without compromise. That's what we do. And it takes advantage of my 20 plus years of experience in the publishing industry to ensure that every story is publishable with a quality that is industry standard. Our traction has been great. When we launched our MVP in January of last year, we got over 8,000 stories made within 4 months. And when we launched our official platform in July, it was amazing. And we're now at over 2,000 active users, which is mind-boggling. And this year, we're working with hospitals, game developers, and others to create a B2B process that allows for even more diverse stories to be created. I've told you a bit about me, but my co-founder, he's like the mad scientist of emerging tech who is as passionate about that as he is children's education. So I'm inviting you, any of you, to check out Storytaler, create an account, and if you want to be involved, email me. Let's disrupt children's publishing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Delon with SayKid. We are creating the future of child-facing technology, and there's no screen. First, a question. What is the most powerful technology in the world? Is it AI, robotics, a weapon? At SayKid, we believe the most powerful technology in the world is technology that can inspire a young child to love learning. Because today, that's not really happening. The truth is, most technology wasn't designed for kids, and in many cases, it's hurting their development. We know that kids aren't wired to learn by sitting down and staring at screens. Rather, kids learn best through real-world hands-on play and through back-and-forth interaction. And so as a parent, I wondered, what would it look like if we designed technology around how kids learn? Well, we think it would look something like this. This is a toy bot.
Use stone and story. Start with the letters ST or SH. ST. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 10 in a row. Way to go.
And what SayKid does is we combine voice technology with tangible play to help kids learn in an actively engaging way without screens. A toy bot isn't just the interactive toy that you dreamed about as a kid. It's the screen-free educational tool that we've dreamed about as adults. In addition to reducing screen time, most of our games can be played in groups to foster real human connections. And because there's no screen, kids actually have to pay attention, which is great for building executive function skills. We even make everyday routines like cleaning up and going to bed fun. And the Tobot is the only robot in the world that can play board games, which comes in really handy if you have an only child or just need 20 minutes of alone time. Now, to be clear, SayKid's not the first company to make a social robot. However, we are the first to make a screen-free educational tool that not only helps kids play to learn, but also helps adults learn how to play. And this is my favorite part. Unlike social robots that can range between $800 and $5,000, a Toybot starts at just $80, and there's no subscription. So how do we do this? Well, we know that 55% of households have a smart speaker, and many of those are Alexa devices. So we created a kit and a massive library of educational games on Alexa. Effectively, we make it possible to turn a $40 smart speaker into a $1,000 social robot. We currently sell several Toybot models, more than a dozen playboards, and we're exploring other revenue streams with key partners. Although we think that the consumer market is the largest market, around $45 billion globally, we think it's smart to start small. And so our initial focus is early education, and we'll test and learn as we grow. Last year, more than 100,000 kids played our educational games. And in addition to piloting with a top 10 early childhood chain, we launched a consumer test and did more than $10,000 in just 2 weeks. So we've proven demand in multiple channels. In addition to winning the grand prize in the Alexa EdTech Challenge, Harvard also named SayKid one of 15 organizations with the greatest potential to transform early learning. We have an amazing team. Maria, my wife, has taught kindergarten for 15 years. Ethan is an Alexa champion, and I've helped 2 companies exit at more than $100 million. And our kids make sure that everything we make is awesome. Needless to say, I could not be more excited to partner with organizations that serve young kids and their families. So if you see a world with less screen time and more play, I would love to talk. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kavi and I am the head of product and co-founder here at Tilli. The research tells us that 1 in every 3 children in the developing world would not reach their fullest developmental potential, both in terms of their cognitive growth as well as their social emotional learning growth. The research also tells us that 80% of a person's brain development occurs before the age of 10. This means we have a priceless window of opportunity to build some of these foundational cognitive skills between the ages of 0 and 10. But there's a problem. Many of the decisions we make as parents and teachers during these critical early years is mostly ad hoc and pure guesswork. The reason being that we lack quality data. We're really unable to effectively build, but most importantly, measure some of these critical cognitive skills, which means we don't really know if children are building these skills or not. This is where Tilli comes into the picture. We started off as a research project at Stanford where we looked at 200 families to understand how we can build these critical skills effectively. With the funding from the UNICEF Innovation Fund, we're now able to scale this work. We do 3 things. We bring together playful learning, the power of behavioral sciences, and the precision of data to help children build 8 foundational cognitive skills before their 10th birthday. How do we do this? We come in the form of a physical learning kit that could be used both in classrooms and at home, and also a learning and parenting tool. These 2 come together into a comprehensive learning process where children first learn through our 12 play-based modules, then we measure their learning through our gamified stealth assessments, and finally we intervene by using this data to present personalized interventions for teachers and educators. How do we know this works? We've been able to reach 8,000 children in a span of 11 months across 21 schools. But what's most exciting is that 95% of learners who use Tilli record full completion. 96% of them are able to successfully meet all of the learning outcomes for a given module. What makes me the happiest is the fact that 85% of parents who use Tilli say that they had an honest and meaningful conversation with their little ones, often for the first time. We're chasing a $2 billion market opportunity with the Asia Pacific and Middle East as our focus, and just last year we were able to hit our $80,000 revenue mark. Our team brings together deep expertise in the spaces of developmental psychology, learning sciences, and machine learning. What does 2024 look like for us? We're on track to reach 100 schools by the end of this year, helping us reach our target of 20,000 learners. And that's Tilli for you.
Hello, my name is Nicola Buckley, founder and chief mummy officer here at Bebe Bitez. To this day, I still get emotional when I see a picture of my daughter Lily in this deck, because she's the reason I started Bebe Bitez, for her and her friends. Or so I thought. But the real reason it exists is for me or mums like me. See, I'm a busy working mum who just wants the best for her child and was simply killing myself trying to research everything from sleep to diapers to milestones to feeding to ensure I didn't mess up my kid from day one. Is it any wonder, as we as society are failing our children when it comes to the simple thought of nutrition? 5 million children under the age of 5 die every year due to nutrition-related diseases. Every 3 minutes, a child is admitted to the ER due to an allergic reaction, and yet shockingly, pediatricians spend less than 2 minutes on average talking to parents about nutrition, leaving parents to research this important topic on their own, 66% of whom are already feeling burnout at the toll of parenthood. At Bebe Bitez, we believe the solution is threefold. Support for pediatricians so that they can provide personalized recommendations, food as medicine, ensuring access to healthy and whole foods with none of the added junk like dyes and e-numbers. 3, creating a supportive network through education, community, and lobbying. And that leads me neatly into the 3 arms of our product. Our AI-powered Pediatrician Copilot, or our INAP, which integrates with pediatrician's data system, analyzes a child's health data and creates personalized nutrition recommendations. Number 2, medically tailored meals, starting with our staged allergen introduction menu. And number 3, our chief mummy officers, who are stay-at-home mums looking to generate a little bit of extra income, trained in nutrition, so that our parents have access 24/7 and never feel alone. Our revenue stream possibilities are multiple, but to start with, we're going to focus on our 3 priorities. Firstly, our INAP subscriptions for pediatricians. Secondly, food plus INAP subscriptions for parents. And thirdly, training fees from our mummy officers. This provides us with healthy projected revenue streams in both the B2B market via pediatricians and the B2C market via parents and mummy officers over the next 4 years. Now, as expected, the market for infant nutrition is huge, globally valued at over $301 billion, mainly due to parents having more access to information on early nutrition, and as mentioned at the start, parents feeling burnt out, and as a result, they're looking for support and to outsource things like meals. Naturally, meaning the competitor landscape has also grown rapidly over the last 5 years. And while there are many amazing new options that have become available for parents, none of these options offer a personalized approach or staged allergen introduction meals like Bebe Bitez does. We have a really strong team and incredible advisors and partners who have an impeccable backgrounds in the fields of infant health, nutrition, data, AI, but also a wealth of experience in leading companies, working at startups, raising funds, and exiting. Not only that, but we're all parents ourselves, so we just get it. Most importantly, we have some great customer feedback from the people that matter most, our future generation of movers and shakers. Thank you so much for listening, and my contact details are here for any questions or further information. We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and that starts with making every baby bite count. Thank you.
We hope you had a great time joining us today for the Ignite showcase of our Anjal Cohort 4 startups. And we invite you to connect with our startups using the barcodes on your screen. You can feel free to reach out to us if you have any more questions or general feedback concerning our startups. And on behalf of Techstars, and the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority, Anjal's team. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your week.